Hi all, this time not from outside. I'm coming back with another question that I received from you after my last video where I was saying about the workshop I was doing. So some of you asked me, besides the learnings, some learnings or my dreams, you asked me what were some of the moments that I was so surprised of and what inspires me. I will start with what inspires me. There are so many different things. The most what I realize, there are these small little things. Even in the moments when actually maybe things are not really working how we want in that moment, because I think when we are happy, we find quickly these reasons to let ourselves inspire by life, by people. But what about those really moments when we are passing and they're not so easy? So if I think overall like this, and like the last period, the recent days, some examples, I am amazed by people that keep hands in hand still. In a relationship, the elderly people I saw the other days, I think should have been a couple of 75 years old. They were walking on the street so beautifully, hands in hands. I get so much inspired by this touching. I think that the touch between people's hands or a hug are the most beautiful touch between people, and I simply love this. I also get inspired by people when I see that they are in the restaurants and they or in a bar or something, they don't look at their phones. They really talk. You see that passion of a meeting, just to have a coffee with a friend, and you are present with that person. I really get inspired by this because nowadays I really see, even at myself sometimes, I take quickly the phone, and I do this when I'm with someone. And I'm learning to be more present with the person I'm listening. And I really like to see this at people and to learn maybe a little bit. I need to think. I did not plan to record now. I also get inspired in the night when I go on the balcony. If it's raining, snowing, doesn't matter, cold in my bikini or not, boom, I take a blanket. I too sexy on the discussion, but doesn't matter. My pajamas, I just go on the balcony and I love to look at the sky. I love to feel how big this universe is. I love to remember that, hey, at the end of the day, I don't know everything. And hey, it has passed another day and I'm grateful for that day. And this kind of brought me courage and trust in moments when maybe it was really difficult, especially after all this health challenge or after the death of the parents also, to get connected and not to forget that life is a gift. You know, I get inspired by playing with kids. I love going on the swing. I'm the luckiest auntie in the world. I love to go with them in the park and I'm more than a kid. I'm playing hide and seek with them. I think it's so important to add this playfulness of in our life through whatever thing. Sometimes just to dance. I like to dance very much. Just in the house sometimes. Oh, I put a song and I dance. I like and I'm inspired by the smell of the coffee. In the morning, I love to have coffees with my friends or sometimes or a tea, with your loved one. And just imagine you are waking up in the morning with him or her and you just snuggle there. You take a blanket on you. You feel the smell of the coffee and it's that blissful moment. I get inspired by the generosity of people. And I know that I am lucky with the people and also because of my heart, because maybe also because I treated people kindly, or maybe I learned to say I'm sorry, because I also do my own stuff. But I was inspired by the people that I got in this journey. And I have a friend, and I was a caregiver. I was helping him for the flight to get to Mexico to a retreat. And I just look at him. 11 hours he stood in the plane without commenting one time that is difficult. 11 hours only in that chair. I touched his feet. I said, hey, maybe I just do a little massage to you. And I felt those soft skin. He was in a wheelchair. And then he was the one asking me, because I was also having my own health challenges and I was going quite a lot at the toilet. And I was feeling with the kidneys not so good. And he was coming and he was saying, are you fine? And I was like, I will handle. And he was telling me, we will handle together, you know. I got inspired by him because he was also still in his own challenge there on the chair and so on. And to manage all this trip, he was still thinking of me. Of course, I was thinking of him because I was a caregiver, but and then it was the blissful moment when we arrived in Cancun, and I saw that happiness on his face when he met the one who orchestrated everything for him to get there and to have this beautiful experience. I saw their hug, the beauty of a true hug, their humbleness, the tears. I got so inspired. These moments are life moments for me, and that the pureness of that moment, the passion of that moment, it was really extraordinary. So all this, especially in the plane and the moment when he met, and I saw his face, that he has this chance, the appreciation, you know. And also this is something that inspires me, appreciation for the small things. I know life is full of surprises. I know we do mistakes. I know there are wars. I know there are challenges. Sometimes all labels that we put ourselves, but there are those tiny things. There are those hugs. There are those smiles on the streets. There is, I don't know, there is a brother, even you have a fight with, you know, he's there. There are people who come who join your way, and they are so just there, you know. There is the nature. I love to see the nature from above. This is why I love all this. Here in Romania, I was saying in Brașov that we do this paragliding, and you fly and you see all the beauty from above. You feel the wind, you know, you feel all this freedom, you feel the life. So I get inspired by all these small things of life. I don't know if I answered. There are probably many more, but I just say, boo, something like quickly now to say. And thank you so much for the questions. Thank you for all these messages. So many of you told me that I'm so courageous, you know, but I am also, because I met different cases. I work with myself, but I got inspired by the people around me as well.